This is episode 39 of the Online Playmaker Sessions with online entrepreneur, speaker, trainer, and mother, Keysha Bass.
Welcome to the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is the place for the latest what's working now strategies from the best online playmakers, the top marketers, the rising stars who are making it happen right now. Every week, you'll get real, actionable lessons that you can take and apply immediately in your business, delivered in short 20-minute sessions. Our focus is your results. Here's your host, entrepreneur, world-class trainer, and marketing strategist, Norbert Orlowitz.
Hello, online playmakers. If this is your first time tuning into the Playmaker Sessions, thank you for choosing us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, and if you prefer video, our YouTube channel at onlineprofitplaybook.tv. As with all of our episodes, we have all the show notes, transcripts, and actionable tips over on the blog. Just head over to www.onlineprofitplaybook.com. You'll also be able to get access to my complimentary 5-video tutorial series on building the proper foundation for your online business, as well as several other free trainings, including my Instant Income Multiplier tutorial. And if you're ready to multiply your results fast, check out the premium membership of our Online Profit Playbook, where our guests open up their closely guarded playbooks and walk you step by step through the exact marketing funnels and sales process they use to build their audience, grow their influence, and make sales. Get the coveted Online Profit Playbook today. Just head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers. Keysha Bass is a powerhouse entrepreneur, sought-after speaker, and mentor. Her charisma, passion for success, and down-to-earth approach to life and business attracts women to become empowered through her mentorship. As the founder of the Millionaires in Stilettos community, Keysha reaches hundreds of like-minded women, inspiring them to live their best life now. Her success within the industry has been gained through consistency and persistence. Keysha is a top affiliate marketer and top 10 income earner, earning her first 6 figures in less than 1 year, completely online using the power of social media. Currently residing in Renton, Washington with her husband and 2 sons, she is passionate about influencing the success of others, showing others how the smallest shift in mindset and gaining a few key skill sets is the formula to living an amazing life right now. This week's Online Playmaker, Keysha Bass. All right, welcome back, everybody. Episode 39 of the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is Norbert Orlowitz here, and I've got a very special guest here with me who actually lives just a few hours away down on the West Coast outside of Seattle. Miss Keysha Bass, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Norbert. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about being here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I've been seeing you create some fantastic results inside of MLSP, doing some awesome things. I know you're an expert social media marketer, and it seems like you've got quite a few things going on in your business. And I'm really excited for you to share what's working in your business right now with social media, because social media is the hot thing. Everybody in our industry is trying to leverage social media, but unfortunately, a lot of people are also struggling as well. So hoping that you can give us some insights into what's working right now.
Awesome. I'm excited about doing that.
Right on. So first of all, why don't we start a little bit back in the beginning? Take us back a few years to your beginnings in this industry. How did you get into this industry? And then also, how did you move your business online? Kind of interested in that.
Okay, awesome. Well, so I got started in the industry 2008, and I hear feedback, Norbert, so I don't know if I need to get headphones. So 2008.
Sounds okay. I'm not getting too much feedback, so should be okay.
Okay. So got started in 2008. My brother actually introduced me to network marketing. I knew nothing about network marketing. And so he came over to the house. He was so excited about, he had found this network marketing business. And I was like, he just told me all I need to do was get 2 people and get 2 more people. And, I was like, going to be able to retire and
All you
live.
need to do. All you need to do.
Right? And so at that point, I was pregnant with my husband and my second child, and so we started these meetings. I signed up the highest package, of course. I'm like, okay, I'm going all in, right? I signed up at the highest package. Get started. We started doing these meetings and at the library, at different places, and I just found it was really not working, right? And so I have an IT background, so I graduated from school, computer information systems. I spent my days, creating processes and systems and really making things better at my job. So I just
and meanwhile, in the network marketing industry, they say, don't recreate the wheel, don't touch it. It's perfect just the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I think I came home from a meeting one time and I was like, this is just dumb, right? I mean, I think these are my literal words, like, this is just dumb, right? And so I said, there has to be a better way to build a business. And I'm thinking, like, at that point was like MySpace. Okay. So that's how far back it was.
I remember that.
All these people online on the computer, and I just thought there has to be a better way for me to get access to these people. And so I went to my computer and I typed in literally how to build. And at this time I was in this previous company, but how to build this company online. That was my exact search term. And I actually came across a video of a guy at that point. He was actually in MLSP. Mm-hmm. And I was like watching his video and I was like, yes, this is it. He was talking about, you don't want to do these meetings and you don't want to, bug your friends and family. I'm thinking like, yes. So I really that was really it. That's when I got online. I started, really, learning the skill set and stuff and what I need to learn and, who I need to become, right, to really create results. And I just figure like, man, I'm going to make it happen. So that's kind of how I got to, to this online space and just, went on from there.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure that now that you got online, it wasn't all smooth sailing for you. I'm sure that there were some challenges that came up. So maybe let's talk a little bit about what were some of the big challenges that you found as a new network marketer coming online, trying to figure out this online marketing thing. What were some of the big challenges that you faced?
So really putting all the pieces together initially, like if I look back on, it took me a few years to like say, oh, like this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. So this is why we have a capture page and this is why I have an autoresponder system. Oh, okay. And so it just really took, it took a minute for me to really see how was that all working together. And so I think that was, one of the biggest things. And then the other thing, Norm, it's really patience, right? Mm-hmm. We normally, I don't think I know anybody that really gets into learning online marketing and not have this, I want to learn it fast. What do I need to do right now, right? What do I need to do really quick to, get results? It's like, well, you know what? Let's just slow down here. Let's just slow down. It's a lot of pieces, right? So that was, for me, really what I...
No. What do you think that is? Because I see that a lot. There's a lot of people that because it's not that difficult. Like once you figure it out, once the light bulb goes off and you're like, oh yeah, then it's not really that complicated, online marketing, right? And if you think about it now, sometimes you bang your head against the phone or the computer or the Skype when you're talking with somebody new and you're trying to get them started and you're like, why don't you get it? So what do you think it is? Why do you think it's so hard to put all the pieces together?
I don't, I think maybe in our society too, everything is so fast, right? We're just so used to things just really, coming to us so fast. And I don't think we really give ourselves the time when it comes to online marketing, right? It's like anything else. Like if I think about Norbert, me going to college, right? I did not sign up for college and then say, okay, when am I graduating tomorrow, right? I already knew that it was going to be a process, in this whole, in going to school.
Right.
And because, when people kind of see things and they see people who are generating, 100 leads a day or, 50 leads a day, whatever the case may be, oftentimes it kind of looks like we just kind of got started and just was able to just produce those results. So it could be that, some of it, what they see or what we see is, is the end result, or, or it's someone's middle. It's someone else's journey that is maybe much farther along than we are. And that's why I always try to tell people who get started with me, listen, let me just be honest with you. I got started learning this in 2008. So I did not, just because you may have just seen me, come up on the internet in 2016 or 14 or whenever, listen, I have put my time in actually learning a skill set, because I understand now that this skill set could pay me for life. Like, seriously. So
nice. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about these skills then, because there are certain skills that we've got to develop, and a lot of people get into this industry, they get into online marketing, and you're right, they think it's easier than it's going to be. They have the wrong expectations. So we've got to treat this like college. We got to treat this like an educational process. What are some of what do you think are some of the key skills that you've got to develop to create success online?
So first and foremost is really, even though it's online marketing, you still have to know how to connect with people, right? I think that's, I know for people that come to me, I was like, I just want to automate. I just want automation. And I'm thinking like, okay, but in business, we still have to connect with people. It's still a people business, even though we leverage tools, right? We leverage videos and we leverage different things in order to help us build, but we still have to know how to win friends and influence people, right? That was something that takes time, and that's one of the things. Influence takes time, right? It's just like, it just does. So really connecting with people is a skill set that has to be developed, over time. You got to spend your time in books. However, you decide to really learn that, that's important, right? So, that's one, skill set, really, different, traffic generation. I mean, we can get into different things. But for me personally, I just say, pick two things you're going to do, you're going to learn and master, and really master those two things, right? You have to learn how to, how to drive traffic, how to, set up these different things. But, even if I tell people, even if you're going to outsource it, I feel like some things you do want to know, how it comes together, right? And stuff. So otherwise you're going to just be doing some stuff that's blind. And I always have been taught that you want to be the CEO of your business, right? You're the CEO. So, the decisions and things come to you. They come to your desk, and you got to be able to make a decision. Well, if you don't know anything about how this stuff is put together, you'll be making blind decisions, and you're running a business, in air, right? So,
yeah. Great advice. Great advice. Okay, so lots of these skills we got to work on. I see you doing a lot of social media, a lot of video, stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm interested. What was the breakthrough for you? Because you like you're saying, you had several years there where you're struggling to put the pieces together. You're not getting a lot of results. Now you've got this amazing brand that you've built online. But take us back. What do you think was the breakthrough? And I'm interested in, what did you start doing in your business that helped you to create a breakthrough?
Really? So I began to understand that I had to become a leader. Okay. I began to dig into Brian Tracy, and I begin to dig into different things to understand that I had to be a leader that people could plug into, as opposed to me always looking for somebody to plug into. I now had to step up and be that person. So I started to really dig into Think and Grow Rich. So everything that they told me to do in my network marketing company, right? I decided to do it. I mean, like literally, like I decided to say, okay, Keysha, personal development is something that is critical to your business. And so I said, okay, so let me invest in, an Audible subscription, and let me start listening and growing myself so that I'll become a person that people will be comfortable with saying, hey, I'll pay you thousands of dollars. I'll join you in business, right? I want to know what you're a part of, because you're doing this, and I see you're visible, right? So I just started to become that person. I stepped up and became that leader. I literally Norbert, if they needed people to do stuff, right? Even the call intros, right? I was like, hey, I'll do the call intros, right? Because I knew that was developing my speaking skills and, just learning, getting visible. And so I just started, training when I was so nervous, so afraid, right? It was shaking in my boots, right? I would learn stuff about Instagram. I would say, listen, I'm going to do a webinar, and I'm going to teach people about Instagram. And literally people didn't know but I had just learned it, really. I really had just learned it, but they didn't know that. So it was when I just decided and I stepped up and I just became the leader that people were looking for, that women were looking for, to help, to be their voice, to say, you know what, you hate your life-sucking job and it's okay, right? Let's just create a plan and let's create a movement of women that say, I don't want to do that, right? I'm not going to be, griping and complaining as I get up and go there. I'm going to be grateful, but I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I don't care how much money I'm making, right? So that's really what I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so powerful. It really relates to what pretty much every single one of the people that I've interviewed so far says when they talk about their breakthrough. And I love what you said about, stepping up and doing the intros for the calls and stuff. It's just getting involved, getting out there, doing whatever you can, no matter how small, to start to create some momentum and growth in yourself and in your business. I love that. Perfect. Yeah, great advice. Okay, so let's talk about what's working for you right now in your business. And what I'm interested in is what you just said right now about this movement that you're talking about, that you've created, and you're talking specifically about women. So it sounds to me like you've really nailed down, really honed in on your target market and your vision. How important is that to your business? Can you talk about that to us a little bit?
So I always say money follows purpose, right? So people say, I want to make a lot of money. And I'm like, well, what's your vision, right? What is it that you really want to do? Okay. And when I understood that it wasn't about, just having thousands of dollars or, to just say I did it, but to really have a vision as to what is it that I really want to do. And you can't build a vision. You can't by yourself. So then I looked at, like, who am I really called to serve, right, in the marketplace? Like, who am I really called to serve? And so I realized that it was women. Women vibe with me. They get it, right? They're just like, Keysha, thank you so much, And so I just began to speak to my target market. Although I will be honest with you, at first I was very nervous. I was really nervous about excluding and being, like, niched down to, women who, want to create digital empires that they love and adore, right? That's what I tell people. I help women create digital empires that they love and adore. And so, I thought, well, then I'm going to niche myself so down. I won't make as much money because, then the men will feel like, well, that's not for me. But it was really important. I made more money when I got clear about who it is that I was called to serve. And I began to speak to them, right? So when I do my videos, when I do anything I do, I'm speaking to them, where men now, they inbox me. They're like, hey, do you work with women? Do you work with men? So it's very, very important, because otherwise you're just going to flounder around, into different things. And then it helped me because when things came across my desk, right? Because there's opportunities all the time. And once you create a name for yourself, then people, you get emails, inboxes, phone calls about different things that are launching and what's going on. And, and you have to look at your vision and say, no, where am I called to serve? Who am I called to serve? What is it I'm here to do? Let me stay focused on my purpose. And it doesn't matter how many things launch, because there's always a great opportunity out there.
I love that. Those are two key points there. It's something that we repeat so often in trainings with students. Number one is narrowing down on your brand. I love the way you say that. Who am I called to serve? It's beautiful. And look what it's done for your business. I love the brand that you've created, Millionaires in Stilettos.
Yes.
That is awesome. And it's such a perfect brand. Now, is it going to alienate women that don't like wearing stilettos? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. The branding is beautiful, and the tribe that you're able to build with that is excellent. It's such a perfect example of that. But I love the next point you made, which is it helps you to focus and say no to all the other opportunities. That's something that's really missing. And when you have a plan and you have a vision, what Keysha's saying here is it helps you to get focused. Otherwise, you flounder around and you go around chasing and following so many other people, right? And following their plan.
Exactly. Yeah. Some women inbox me about, millionaires and stilettos, and they say, well, I like flats. And I say, you know what? That is totally okay, right? Because I tell them, for me, stilettos is about power. It's not necessarily about, we're going to have a convention and all of us are going to come through in our high heel shoes. It's like, no, it's about owning your power. Who are you? What were you born to do? And it doesn't have to look like what I'm doing, right? You may not be called to, be an internet, Facebook, marketing guru, right? But what is it that you're called to do? Own your power right there. And it's awesome, so.
Love it. All right, Keysha, let's talk social media for a little bit here. Okay. You work with so many students now. Obviously, you teach a lot of social media. What are some of the big mistakes that you see people make when they come onto social media? What are some key things that you need to communicate with people, make sure they understand so they don't make these mistakes?
So first and foremost, if nothing else, it's all about, I try to communicate to them that branding is key, right? And people, most of the students that come to me, of course, many of them are in network marketing, and I have to train them that, listen, you are an affiliate, an independent affiliate, but you have to build your own brand, right? And it is, even beauticians, like I even talk to makeup artists, and I talk to different, people in different sectors. So not even just network marketing, but you have to build your own brand and put yourself out there. I was just watching a video about the Kardashians, right? And they were saying how it doesn't matter how you feel about them, and people don't know what they do, honestly, right? And I
don't know.
What do they do? But they built a brand, and they have friends everywhere. So they recommend stuff, and it's just like a friend recommending them to go and buy something. And so it's just, it's the same thing on social media. You have to create a brand where you have friends, everywhere that buy things that you recommend. So even if you're network marketing, it's fine. You can still lead with who you are, and you just are recommending things, to your friends. Some of your friends may want to get in business. Some of them may not. And that's fine. But nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I want to join a business. Let me run over to Facebook, right? That doesn't happen. No one says, I want to join a business. Let me go to Twitter and see who's got one out there, right? Snapchat, any of those platforms, nobody comes to those platforms to join anything, right? They want to find out, what did you wear last night? Who went out? Who had a baby? Who got married? So, and you just want to interject yourself in that track.
So as business owners, how do we interject ourselves into those kinds of conversations?
So you have to, your fan page. Now, this is one of the things I do. My fan page is business, and I focus on running traffic. I run paid ads from my fan page, but it's still a matter of not being so salesy, right? Facebook is not a place where you're salesy. I actually like videos. I think videos, even on Facebook, from your fan page, do videos. People love to watch videos, and be yourself, right? That's the key thing. That's the one thing that if, most people I talk to, they say, Keysha, I love you because you just yourself, right? No one else. And I tell them, that's what you have to do. You have to be yourself. So as a business owners, you want to educate, right? You want to educate, inspire, entertain. It doesn't always have to be sales all the time, but, find out what your tribe, you vibe with your tribe. So whatever your tribe wants, that's what you need to be giving your tribe. So if it's entertainment and you sell them through entertainment, that's what you do, right? If it's, education, if you're in a business where education is more prevalent, then educate your customers, right? So that's what I do. So I educate. I do a lot of educating. So
awesome. Good. Great tips there. Great tips. Okay. So give us an idea, because I think a lot of people are curious about this, and I get this question a lot too. And I'm interested to know, what is a typical day or week like? Now, as entrepreneurs, we all have our own kind of schedule. Some people are very regimented in their schedules. Some other entrepreneurs like myself, my schedule is all over the place. I don't like regimented schedules. I just don't work like that. So I can't even tell you what a typical day for me is like. But on a weekly basis, I can. So I don't know what kind of style you have in work, but what's your typical day or week? What kind of activities are you focused on in your business?
So for me, I'm a blue personality. So as a blue personality, I have a hard time with schedules and things like that, operating inside a schedule. Some of the things that I am working on is actually having a morning routine. Okay. Nice. That part I am, definitely working on. Okay, what's my morning routine? I know every day what I want to get accomplished, right? So it's, how I do that, it may be different on days. I don't like to work on Fridays. I don't know what it is. I don't like to work on Fridays. Okay. So on Fridays, I'm a gone with the wind fabulous type of person, right? It's like, I'm probably not in the office. I'm just like gone with the wind fabulous. Like, what are you doing? So, but on other days, then I know I want to produce some content. I'm going to email my list. I'm going to connect and make some more friends. Okay. Every single day. That is content, email my list, make friends. Okay?
I mean, right there. I mean, if you're going to break down like business building online into 3 things,
yeah,
that's it right there. Wow. Yeah. Right. Very simple. Yeah.
Now, what time I decide to do that? If I want to take all day to do it, right? That's totally up. That's totally up to me. But those are things I focus on. In that way, I know. Okay, this is what we do every single day. Okay, so
nice. You're such a blue personality. I ask you about your work schedule, and the first thing you talk about is on Friday, where you take off and you have a great time.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's something about Fridays. I personally believe, my personal belief system is that Fridays should be, no one should have to work on Fridays, right? Because if you think about it in corporate America,
you could run for president. I think you'd get a lot of support on that policy.
I'm like, because I feel like when I was working in corporate America, I mean, like Fridays were like, it was a dud, right? I mean, like just, you get an hour, maybe. You're going to get, if you like clocked your employees and just see how much work they actually got done on Fridays, I mean, you might get an hour. You might have. So I'm like, just operate Monday through Thursday or something like that. So that's just my.
I think a lot of business owners with employees could literally save a ton of money and increase productivity if they actually followed your plan. Because I think you're right. Fridays is a write-off.
So serious. It would definitely just say, hey, we're going to work, Monday through Thursday. We're going to hammer it out, right? We're going to get it done. Friday, out of here.
Nice. Awesome. If you're a business owner, you got employees, I think you might want to try that out. All right. Keysha, this has been fun. Awesome hanging out with you. Let's wrap it up here. Let's put a nice little bow on this. We got people listening here. They want to create a breakthrough in their business. They're hungry to create some results, to turn their business around, no matter where they're at, whether at their beginning or maybe they're stuck in a plateau. They want to break through to a next level. If there's three things you would share with people to focus on over the next 30 to 90 days, what are those things that they want to create a breakthrough in their business?
So create a breakthrough in the next 30 to 90 days, live streaming, okay? Like business-wise, live stream. Okay?
Facebook live streaming.
Facebook live stream. I want every day you create, that is your own TV show, right? That's your own TV show, okay? Get out there, get visible, okay? Like Grant Cardone says, suck or be seen, right? Suck or be seen, okay? So
I like that.
So get out there. So that would be one thing. You want to create a breakthrough in the next 30 days. That's what I would say do. 2 is work on yourself harder than you work on any business. One of the things that I did as well, when I, was going through seriously, when I was like hammering myself, like just working on Keysha, because I realized there was a lot of things that were wrong, that I had just been programmed. And so I spent a lot of time deprogramming myself of a lot of self-limiting beliefs. And I got a pillow speaker. Okay. Seriously. I got a pillow speaker. And I literally at night would have things playing that would be speaking to my subconscious mind to help me break through from what was going on here. Cause that was where the real problem really was. It was really, between my ears. Right. So I would say, that, and what else would I would say? Live streaming.
Streaming, reprogramming.
And be a student, right? Give yourself permission to grow in this process, right? And understand that we're not in a sprint. This is not a sprint. This is a journey. And what you're doing right now will set you up for a lifetime, right? And so I look at things now and I say, man, I can't quit because I have 2 sons, right? I have a 16-year-old and I have a 6-year-old. I'm like, man, I can't, what am I going to do? Turn around to my sons and say, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a quitter, but I'm pushing them to really go forward and keep going. And, my son runs track and stuff. I'm like, what am I going to do? Tell him, oh yeah, I just quit. Right. But I want you to do something different, even though I didn't do something different. Right. So that's what I would say.
That's awesome. Keysha, it's been a blast. Really lots of fun and a ton of value. I got a lot out of this as well. This has been a pleasure to finally connect with you and have this conversation. I'm hoping, will I see you in Austin at Live the Dream?
Yes, I will be.
Awesome. It's going to be a party. There's going to be some really great people there. I'm very excited for that. It's going to be a great time. Thank you so much for taking some time out and sharing sharing your information, sharing your story and your wisdom and insights with our listeners and viewers today is much appreciated. I'm sure a lot of people, if you're listening to this, again, like I say every single time, take something that you learned and apply it into your business. And of course, if you're not a premium member yet, go ahead and take the $1 trial. Keysha's going to be actually walking us through one of her processes, one of the processes that she takes in her business to generate leads, to build her audience and her influence, and to make sales on a regular basis. So if you want to learn that, make sure you tap into the premium membership and the premium playbooks as well. Keysha, thank you so much for being here. Again, really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you next week on another episode of the Online Playmaker Sessions. Everyone, take care. I hope you enjoyed this week's Playmaker session. If you love the session, subscribe now to our YouTube channel so you never miss our weekly episodes. Be sure to also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just type in Online Playmakers in the search bar and click subscribe, and be sure to leave a 5-star review. All of the episodes, show notes, transcripts, resources, and bonuses are available on the blog over at onlineprofitplaybook.com, along with several bonus free tutorials I've created for you as well. Your fast track to results is to follow the Playmakers. You can download their closely guarded playbooks and follow them step by step to grow your influence, build your audience, and create results in your business right now. Head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers to get full access today. Thank you again for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week as we bring you another power-packed session with the top Playmakers online. This is Norbert Orlowitz signing off.